What's going on, CROfam? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki. Got a Loaded Lions video for you today. Gonna be going through a little bit of stuff about how I'm feeling about the upcoming main city in Q2 of 2023. Folks, I'm generally excited overall, but I think it's really important, without fudding, that we do realize what we're investing in and kind of get a real overall holistic perspective of what is going on. Full disclosure, I hold CRO, I hold one Loaded Lion, I hold one Cybercub, I hold multiple different types of Crypto.com NFT land, and I'm very much going to be covering all the content in and around main city in Q2, folks. So if you're interested in that and you're not subscribed already, then make sure you do subscribe. And if you do watch this to the end and if you enjoy it, make sure you do like the video, guys. I love the Loaded Lions community. So for you Loaded Lions out there, bless you, massive respect. You are honestly the #1 crypto community in the whole NFT space. Now, I did want to start out with a very important point. Now, I want to fully say that I'm actually not sure if information has been disclosed or not about the specific development team within Crypto.com behind Main City. If anybody out there watching this video does know the answer to that question, as in you do know who the developers are and you are able to disclose it, please do let me know in the comments section of this video and I will make a separate video about that. But as for now, I've looked in the Discord, asked in the Discord, I've looked online, looked on Twitter, looked on YouTube, some basic resources that I do have, and I've not been able to establish an actual developer team behind the project aside us knowing that it is coming from Crypto.com. And look, folks, for me, that is something that I, as an investor, am personally quite wary of. It's very easy for a project to just come on and say, we're making a game, it's going to be awesome, your NFTs are going to make you a lot of money and it's going to be fun. But folks, what you need to remember, if the developers don't have experience in content game creation, all right, and even if they do, all right, it's not easy to make a fun game, and it's even a lot harder than that to create a game within a new space of NFT gaming that's going to produce client retention. What do I mean by that? I mean that people are going to keep coming back and playing that game where they get that feeling of, oh, I just want to play for another hour. Oh, I'll just play one more game. All right, guys. I'm a serious gamer and I always have been. And I know whether I can get addicted to a game or not. And a lot of games you just don't get addicted to. Most games you just don't. You play them for a bit and then you kind of get bored and move on. Now, if Main City is going to be that kind of game, then I'm afraid to say it, but I don't think it's going to be a success. In my eyes, the only way Main City can be successful is if we do have that player base growing over time and that user retention, bringing in fresh funds into the game, and I'm really just giving that in-game cryptocurrency, NFT, whatever you want to call it, economy to have a real chance at long-term success. Moving on to a real positive, guys. Now, this article is from December 6, 2022, of course, just touching on the drop, guys. Crypto.com Land, the first frontier land sale details. Now, what you guys got to remember, and what I have mentioned in my previous videos, is that this land sale was oversubscribed in the depth of a bear market. That is a very bullish indicator. Why? Because there was a lot of investor confidence in the IP of Crypto.com to basically say, yes, Crypto.com have been around long enough for me to prove themselves trustworthy for me to maybe invest in CRO, some Loaded Lions, maybe even some Cybercubs and other CRO-based NFTs. Therefore, I'm more than happy to overscribe and try to acquire as much land as possible. All right. Now, I know there were some chaotic happenings, okay, around the time of the mint. I was in knee surgery and I woke up to just absolute chaos. A lot of people unhappy. But guys, FYI, this is pretty standard for an oversubscribed NFT project, and I've been a part of a lot of oversubscribed mints and they all come with issues, okay? And when I compare this one to other projects, okay, it's really not that bad. And they apologized and they said they were going to try and make good of it going into the future so that hopefully it is managed more effectively next time. Then if we actually check out the first frontier land, we can see here on the Crypto.com NFT collection page here, $41 buy now floor price. That is, of course, for a Dune land plot. And folks, it's 25,000 Dune land plots. And look, I'm no financial advisor. These videos are not financial advice. But when I compare this kind of land to other NFT land, specifically the Sandbox, okay, Decentraland, okay, even Axie Infinity Land, In my eyes, with the IP of crypto.com, this land is severely undervalued if they can deliver on something special come main city. Then if we actually have a look at blockchain land, also known as mythical land, guys, $3,500 buy on the floor price. It has held a pretty strong floor price. And something you also need to be aware of, folks, if you weren't aware, BTC and Ethereum in the overall cryptocurrency market cap are looking pretty healthy at the moment. I personally don't think that we can really call a full-on bull market until we get above 40 to 45K at least, okay? But I think that, leading up to the point of that happening, the fact that the prices of these NFTs, when we talk about floor price, have not moved up too dramatically, says to me that we could be at a point where if there was ever an opportunity to potentially enter a position into this kind of investment, it could be around this kind of time. Even if we look at the Loaded Lions themselves, the OG guys, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, I like to call them, of crypto.com, sitting at a 1.2K floor price, guys. They were sitting at 1.8 to 1.9 for quite some time, down quite a bit, but still holding that $1,000 floor price pretty well, even though it looks like we're at least starting to maybe, unless it's a fake out, come out of this bear market, okay? These prices have not caught up, and I think part of the reason could be is that maybe a lot of people are starting to actually sell their NFTs. So in this particular case, selling the Loaded Lion, maybe into some CRO or maybe into some Ethereum, okay, depending on the chain, and then taking profit in Ethereum or CRO, whatever chain it might be, in order to put that profit into USD and maybe take it into the bank account and just pop it in the savings account, guys, taking some profits. What you got to remember is there's a lot of shorter term traders out there that would have been buying BTC at 14, 15, 18, 19K and just are ready to take profit now because some of them are already nearly up at 2x, whether it be through an NFT or just investing in the altcoin or that particular cryptocurrency. Even the Cybercubs, folks, down at a $179 floor price. Now, you know from my live streams that I just generally don't like the aesthetics of the Cybercubs, but guys, Cybercubs and Loaded Lions are going to have in-game utility. Essentially, if you own these NFTs, you are going to potentially be able to earn more money when Main City does come out. And folks, I'm fully aware that I've been so inconsistent on my posting at the moment and that I have not been running the Crow Show Sundays at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I really do apologize for that, okay? As some of you may know, I've moved to Thailand with my family and I'm actually heading to Australia at the end of the month. And long story short, guys, it's just very hard with the baby and managing the 2 cats as well and just other bits and bobs to find some consistency, okay? Because we're moving around all the time and I won't bore you anymore with it, but essentially, guys, it will come a time pretty soon where I am able to settle down. I've not given up on the Crow Show, guys. It's literally just because I just have not been able to do it on the Sunday because I've just had something else in the way that I have had to do. But I really appreciate you loyal subscribers, that have been sticking with me. And yeah, the consistency is going to come back. Then as for a more recent update, guys, from March 6, 2023 from the Crypto.com blog, How Main City Works Part 2. So it's pretty cool to note that each player will receive 1 mansion regardless of how many Crypto.com Land NFTs they own. With the gold and diamond that players earn, they can decorate their rooms by purchasing furniture. Aesthetics aside, doing this grants players XP, which goes towards increasing their avatar's level. Also really cool to hear that there is going to be a Main City marketplace, which I suppose players are going to be able to trade their assets that they do maybe acquire and farm from Main City. An extremely important point for NFT holders of Loaded Lions or Cybercubs, guys, if you do hold one or the other, these NFTs will grant players an increased gold income generation rate for all their buildings. So very cool and a big utility reason to hold a Loaded Lion and a Cybercub or more. And for those of you that weren't really aware of kind of like what kind of game it was going to be, guys, essentially it's just here. Main City is going to be a tycoon simulator featuring the most fabulous felines on the blockchain. The Loaded Lions and Cybercubs have made their way to Kronos, a vast area filled with endless possibilities and an abundance of resources. Join them as they really build their mansion and create a thriving metropolis that's second to none. And if you're wondering about where your land comes into it, folks, every structure needs a solid foundation, and that's where land comes in. This will grant you space to construct a bustling metropolis, this very land even pulls double duty, kickstarting your production of diamonds and gold for buildings and furniture. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to have multiple lands pulling in gold and diamonds all at the same time, or whether you're going to have to choose a land. I'm hoping we can use multiples because I'm going to be able to put all my dirty dunes to work. But let me know in the comments, guys, what kind of land plots are you rocking? Alrighty folks, that's all for today's video. If you're not subscribed to my Twitter already, guys, it's right here at Satoshi Aoki 7. I'll leave it at the very top of the link in this description. I do tweets on there, guys, talk about what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, post the videos up there as well, okay? Make sure you go ahead and give me a follow there, guys, and let me know in the comments, guys, how you did find this video. If you did enjoy this type of content, then make sure you smash the like button, guys, and let me know, and give me a roar in the comments, guys. I want to see how you're going. Let's create a bit of hype, guys. You know, I want to organically push the good that Loaded Lions are doing through the Crypto.com IP. I really do love this community. I love this project. I do want to see it thrive. But at the same time, I'm not just here to aimlessly and mindlessly shill. I want to give the facts how they are, point out the negatives when they're valid, and also always aim to continuously offer constructive feedback and criticism. Okay, I want to add value to this space as a content creator, guys. And again, like I said, not just be a mindless page shiller like there are too many of on YouTube and just the general socials at the moment, guys. So if you're feeling that, then again, smash the likes, like I've already said 100 times already, subscribe, and we'll catch all of you in the next video. Rawr!